Have you ever wondered about the prevalence of cyberbullying among school children? What if I told you that it's far more common than you might think? In recent years, cyberbullying has evolved into a new form of aggression that is more threatening than traditional bullying. It can occur anonymously, continuously, and often without any immediate consequence to the perpetrator. This faceless enemy has been on the rise among adolescents, turning social media platforms into hotspots for harmful behavior. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter have become platforms where hurtful comments can be made publicly or privately, and images or comments can be shared with ease. The rise in cyberbullying cases targeting school children is not a mere coincidence. Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 high school girls considered suicide in 2021, marking a shocking 60% increase since 2011? This dramatic surge in mental health issues among teens is not just confined to girls. It is a global crisis that predates the pandemic, with teen depression rates doubling between 2010 and 2019. Despite the evidence of this crisis, there has been a baffling denial and dismissal of the issue. The rise in teen depression cannot be solely attributed to intractable issues like poverty or child abuse. Indeed, these factors have actually improved for children and teens over time. So, what could be contributing to this alarming surge? Let's take a moment to delve into the harsh reality of cyberbullying with some real-life incidents. Our first story revolves around a 14-year-old girl, a bright student and a talented athlete who was relentlessly bullied on social media. The constant barrage of hurtful comments and public shaming led her down a path of despair, and tragically, she took her own life. Next, we turn to a high school boy who was a passionate artist and a dedicated student. Unfortunately, he became a target of ruthless online homophobic slurs that pushed him into a corner of loneliness and self-doubt. Unable to bear the immense emotional pain, he dropped out of school, impacting not only his education but also his dreams. Lastly, let's consider the case of a young girl who was body-shamed on Instagram. The cruel comments about her appearance led to severe depression and eating disorders, a battle she still fights every day. This story serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of cyberbullying on mental health. These incidents are just a few examples of the devastating impact of cyberbullying. They highlight the urgent need for awareness, intervention, and support to protect our children and teens from such grave harm. The COVID-19 pandemic has not only affected our physical health, but also our mental health, especially among teenagers. Let's delve deeper into this issue by examining some real-life incidents. We begin with a 16-year-old boy, an excellent student and a music enthusiast who was cyberbullied for his posts about the pandemic. The constant stream of online mockery and ridicule led him to develop severe anxiety and depression, a battle he continues to fight. Moving forward, let's consider the case of a teenage girl who was targeted on social media for her views on online classes during the pandemic. The relentless online harassment led her to withdraw from her friends and family, a consequence of the emotional strain she was under. Lastly, let's examine a group of high school students who were harassed online for their efforts to raise funds for COVID relief. The harsh criticism and cyberbullying they faced forced them to discontinue their initiative, a clear illustration of how cyberbullying can stifle positive action. These incidents highlight the additional layer of stress and anxiety that the pandemic has added to the lives of teenagers, making them more vulnerable to cyberbullying. This new dimension to the already existing problem of cyberbullying underlines the need for more robust measures to combat this issue. Scene 5. The surge in social media engagement among teenagers, compounded by the potential dangers of sexual exploitation, body image struggles, and online bullying, might be fueling this crisis. The COVID-19 pandemic has amplified these mental health problems, with heightened isolation and restricted social interaction causing a rise in anxiety, depression, and eating disorders in adolescent girls. Scene 6. In essence, we are facing an epidemic. The increasing adoption of social media and the declining mental health of our school children are leading to a surge in cyberbullying cases, which has become a significant concern. In an effort to tackle this issue, prospective solutions like curbing social media use among teenagers, enforcing parental controls, and controlling minors' access to social media platforms are under consideration. There's a strong belief that such steps could enhance the mental health of numerous adolescents. To recap, cyberbullying is a burgeoning problem among school-going children, with the amplification in social media usage and the related risks, leading to a rise in instances. As our children's mental health continues to plummet, we must confront this issue directly and introduce measures to protect their well-being. It's high time we took action. Scene 7. Any predicament may seem overwhelming when tackled alone, but let those in India remember who have been subjected to cyberbullying. You aren't alone. The Indian Cybercrime Centre, alternatively known as the I4C, runs a national cybercrime reporting portal for victims to report cyberbullying incidents. Another avenue for help is the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, NCPCR in short, which has a toll-free helpline number 1-800-121-2830 exclusively for reporting cyberbullying. Additionally, organizations around India exist, dedicating their efforts to offer support and resources for cyberbullying victims. Always remember, it's perfectly fine to reach out, voice your concerns, and stand up for yourself. You are not fighting this battle against cyberbullying on your own. Collectively, we can bring about change. Together, we can combat cyberbullying.